Hey you guys, welcome to my playing card collection video. If you guys don't know my last video, I got my tarot stuff. So one of the things I got was this tarot book, and it's basically how to do tarot but with normal playing cards. I just got it on Amazon. It was really cheap, like $5. And it seems to be pretty informative. I thought for $5 it was good. So there's that, and then I also got my tarot deck right here. This is my first and only tarot deck right now, so maybe I'll get more in the future. We'll see. Like all of this is still kind of life experimentation, almost, in a way. But I have decks. Not all of this is actual playing card decks, but you know, that's what I got. So I started collecting, like, I used to love playing cards. I like, and not like playing cards, I mean like actually playing with the cards. I love playing games. All through high school, like, I always had a deck with me, and that would be something we would do when, you know, we'd have either off periods or during lunch, or when we weren't really doing anything in class and the teacher would allow us to kind of like play games and stuff like that. So I started collecting cards kind of in high school, and then haven't gotten a deck in a very long time. I think in the last couple of years I've gotten some here and there, but not like serious decks. And some of my first decks, which here I'm gonna give you like a lot of these I don't remember when in what order, but I can tell you my first couple of decks. So like this is my first deck pretty much. If you're wondering why is it covered in duct tape and why is it orange, it's actually a normal playing deck, you know, and these cards have been through a lot. Like I said, this is my first deck. I've done a lot with them. But basically, I used this deck a lot, and then I let my friend borrow them, and apparently the box fell apart, which happens when you play with a deck a whole lot. The box can sometimes fall apart. You'll see that with some of these other decks that I have right here. So, like, she didn't want to give it back to me like that, so what she did is duct tape. This is when, like, duct taping everything was like a huge trend. Like, people would make duct tape cases and duct tape this, duct tape that. So that's why the duct tape, if you're wondering why. And then she gave it to me. She even like wrote my name in the back of it. I'm covered, like, my last name's on it, so I don't really want to show that too much, you know. But my name's Brandon. So my first deck, I love it. I still have it. I don't really play with it that much anymore because I have decks that I love more. Or enjoy more, I guess is a good way to put it. This is one of my favorite decks, one of my first decks, and it's Bicycle. There's nothing crazy or special about it other than you can see the red cards are silver. You can see, like, and their face cards are actually a little bit different than the normal face cards. You can see, like, right here. The cards are a little bit different. Here's more different face cards. I like the style of this stuff. This is why, you know, I like the style. I like that it's silver. I was very goth kind of in high school, so like anything that was black and weird, that's what I got. And I am still very much that way to this day. I still like black, weird, crazy, you know, stuff. And you can actually see that with, like, all of my decks are, like, my favorite decks are very kind of goth looking. So, you know, here's this one. And then the back of the cards are straight up silver. And these cards are actually pretty good. The jokers don't look any different than a normal joker. But there's that, and why? And then I played with this deck so much that we clear duct tape the outside of the box. I don't know if it was me or one of my friends, but yeah. So, one of my favorite decks. I love this deck. I don't know if you can still get this deck. I was looking up decks, and this is one of the ones that I have that I cannot find. So, if you really want this deck, maybe you can find it on eBay, probably. Because I didn't find it on Amazon, so that's where I was looking. And my next favorite deck, and one of my oldest decks, is the Bicycle Guardian deck. Guardian. Get it? Guardian. No. Guardian deck. It's has a, I feel, a good gothic like feel about it. Everything is black, and it's red, but it's more of a dark red. It's not like an actual red color. It's more like a darker red. Kind of like my curtains aren't red. They're just a bit of a darker red. It's kind of how those are. The face cards aren't really any different, although the jokers are awesome. Like, see, here's the face cards. They're pretty much just like the normal cards. I think they might be a little different, but not by much. Trying to find the aces, because there's only one ace that's different from any other ace. In other normal cards is what I'm trying to say. Which I think is the Ace of Spades. Yep. This card is freaking awesome. I love the angel wings, and it's just, I love this deck. This is my go-to deck pretty much when I'm playing cards. So those are my, and you can still find these. You can definitely still find these. So yeah, the Guardian deck, and I love it. I love it. I do almost want to get another one of these, just to have an extra deck if this ever falls apart or if I lose it or something. So yeah, love it. So those are like my first couple of 3 decks. A lot of these other ones are kind of like decks I either got in between or maybe shortly after. I don't know. I don't use them too often to know exactly when I got them. And then a lot of these, like, I have Clue cards, Monopoly cards. This is when I was actually playing with people. I don't really play with anyone anymore. Uno. Phase 10, which is an awesome game if you guys ever find yourself wanting to play it. Let me see. I'm trying to take stuff out so I know what to show you. This is another one of my first couple of decks. Is the recycled Eco Edition or something like that. Really awesome. I love the cardboard box. Looks like cardboard. The deck. Basically everything that's red is green. So, which is pretty awesome. The kings, again, don't look too different, but color change, which is cool. Like here's, and that's the other thing. They incorporated browns to kind of counteract the green. So like this card has no black. It's green. Everything is green. So that's cool. Another one of my decks that I love. I don't play with them too often, but I do play with them a lot. Okay. Fan cards are gonna go to the side. I got my mini decks, which I guess I can show you here in a second. And then, okay. So these are decks that they do have more colors of. I wish I could get the other colors, but I don't know. I haven't seen them on Amazon individually. I've seen them where you can get all the colors for like 30 bucks, and I'm like, not paying $30 for 2 extra cards, decks that I have. But this is the Dragon series, the blue deck and the red deck. They're not like crazy different. You can see this is the back of the cards. They're, I don't know, Bicycle usually doesn't change the cards too horribly much unless there's like a full-on reason for. Like here's what the Joker looks like. You see, face card looks the same. Nothing's quite changed. I think in the blue deck, what is red is blue. That's the only difference. But they have come out with a green deck, a yellow deck, another certain deck, and then a red and gold deck. So I love these cards. These are another set that I played with a whole lot. It seems like my fan decks don't get played with a whole lot, and it's not that I don't like them. It's just I just don't happen to like be attracted towards them when I actually play cards. And here's the blue deck real quick. The back of the card, and then like I said, anything that's red is basically blue in this deck. So there's the Joker. Oh, I forgot that some decks had this, where it would have the back of the card on both sides. I don't know what that's actually used for. I don't know. Like, I've never been like I never play poker. I don't do Magic. I do very basic games. Like, see that? It's freaking awesome. I love this deck. I really need to get the other ones. Like I said, there's green. There's yellow. I think there's 6 cards in this series. 6 different decks in this series. So, and you can still buy these ones. And all of these decks basically you can still buy, from my knowledge. So if you wanted them, you can pretty much find them anywhere. I just didn't see the silver deck anywhere for some reason. I don't know if it's just that old or whatever. So that's the blue and red dragon back, I guess is what it's called. And then starting to get into fan decks. Basically, this is a mini deck that my sister got while she was in Hawaii. So yeah, I don't know what the USS Arizona Memorial. She said she got it while she was in Hawaii, but it says Arizona on it, so I don't know. I haven't played with it much. The mini decks I usually reserve for like when I'm traveling, so I haven't played with the mini ones that much. And it just has pictures of like the memorial and stuff like that. I'm sure you can find it online somewhere. But like, and they have little things about like the pictures. And some of these cards are backwards. This thing's kind of crazy. So it just has pictures about the memorial. They're memorial cards, so, you know. Here we go. Oh, and the box is falling apart. That's not cool. I'm gonna have to try and fix that at some point. But that's those cards. Not my favorite cards, but they are special to me because they were given to me by my sister. And I don't mean Sandy. I have a stepsister. Don't talk about a lot. Not for any reason. I just don't. Yeah. And then I have 2 decks. This is a Burger King deck that I don't even think I got these. I think one of my cousins had them and one of their parents gave it to me. I don't remember, or I don't know. And this is a Winnie the Pooh deck that I got. I think we were traveling and I didn't have a deck of cards and I wanted something to play with, and this is all they had. So I got Winnie the Pooh, but I do like Winnie the Pooh. So it's one of the classic movies of my childhood that I love. And I think these cards are really cute. They have little Winnie the Pooh on the back. And then, you know, the face cards have, oh, and the number cards have characters on it. See, this is the kind of decks I really love, when they have, you know, pictures on every card, and each card is specifically different. And I know some of these are upside down, I'm sorry. But I'm trying to get this through this kind of fast as I can. So, you know. And I haven't played with this. You know what? I don't play with my mini decks, like I said. They're mainly for when I'm traveling. But I do have like a mini deck and a big deck when I'm traveling. So Sometimes I don't even get to play with the mini deck because if I'm like actually moving, the mini decks are what I'm using. If I'm at a certain place, then I use a normal deck. These are the Ringo cards, which I love this movie, by the way. This is a good movie. If you haven't watched it and there was something on my leg, on my pant leg, that it fell and it was weird. Okay, anyway. So, I like the colors of this one. As you can see, I haven't played with this one that much because I didn't even realize the way these looked. I like how they're reflected. It's interesting. I don't see that very often with cards, is they reflected pictures. Sometimes it's one full picture, or... That's the one thing that kind of annoys me with certain decks, is like everything's printed like an up and down. It can't be upside down or reversed or anything. It has to be one way, and sometimes that gets a little confusing when you're playing cards. And I will explain that with these kinds of cards. The fan, what I call fan decks. I have a lot of them. So a lot of these have like an up and down horizontal pictures. So when you're shuffling and playing around, they can sometimes get upside down. And they confuse me sometimes. I think that's another reason why I don't play with these that often. This is a Harry Potter deck. And it has like all the houses, which this is, I'm going to say it's a house deck, not really just straight up Harry Potter. There is a deck that's straight up Harry Potter that I want to get. But I'm going to call this like the house deck. Yep, house themed deck playing cards. What is this in the back? Magical. And I think I got these from Barnes & Noble. So each suit is a different house. That's why these are kind of weird to play with, because each suit is a different color. So Hufflepuff is black. Slytherin is obviously green. Ravenclaw, my house, is blue. And then obviously Gryffindor is red. Sorry about that. And then it has Hogwarts crest on the back. And these cards aren't actually that like fancy. Like here's like the face card. It just has the seal on it. And it's just, they're just house cards. They're not really super crazy, but I do love them because I love Harry Potter. And again, I'm sure you can find these. I think I found both of the Hogwarts Harry Potter sets on Amazon. So there's that. One of my favorite decks, I love this deck, is Tim Burton. I love all decks. I keep saying each one is my favorite, but you know. The Tim Burton deck. I love Tim Burton. He is one of my favorite directors. I love almost every movie he does. And it's just awesome. And yeah. So there's the Tim Burton stripes and little skull and crossbones. But the cool thing is everything's done in his style. Even the numbers. Like the hearts are kind of like that drawn style. And then the face cards are his drawings. So you won't really see any characters unless, like, if you've seen Tim Burton movies, don't think like those characters are going to be in this deck. These are based on his drawings that he's done before, and his little shorts. Like, I think there's a short about this mummy kid. Where is it? I think there's a short about this kid. And you can find them on YouTube. I just love Tim Burton. His stuff is amazing, and he inspires me so much. I thought there was a robot guy. He's one of the saddest of his short characters. And I'm talking like movie shorts, not like... Oh yeah, this one. This is a sad story. So if you look it up, be prepared to be sad. So that's a Tim Burton deck I love so much. This next one, my two anime decks, I got Soul Eater and Death Note. Soul Eater, it's pretty basic, and it has those two in the back. Forgive me if I can't remember names 100%. It's been a while since I watched Soul Eater, so. And the Jokers are still in the box, but the box is having issues. There we go. So it has Death as the Jokers. And then each card is just like like, you know, the different people in the, like, where is it? See, that's what I mean by cards that are supposed to go a certain way. That drives me nuts. Partly because I'm OCD, but you know, like half of these are like upside down. Like, there's that guy. Sorry for names, I can't remember at the very second. I love the show, and while we still had a Hastings, I got these. I never got the Naruto ones. Don't know why, I just never had the chance to grab them. Because there is Naruto ones. Naruto was one of my first animes, other than like Dragon Ball Z. Which I'm sure there's cards of those out there somewhere. So that would be my Soul Eater deck. Again, not something I play horribly much, but you know. And this is the Death Note set. And you can kind of get a look about kind of what the cards are. And this kind of falls into the realm of my little gothic self. My 2011, 2010, 2009 self. And I love these cards. The Joker is Ryuk. Is the other Joker Ryuk too? Yep. I can't remember what the other Shinigami was. Or the name at the second. And like each card is a different thing. Oh, so I think each number, each thing is the same thing, I guess. If you guys, like, there's L, and, oh, I have, starts with an M, L, the book, Flight, and my sister really enjoyed the American version, and people kind of take it to a certain point, and I'm just like, it's a movie. I mean, it's not that important. For an American version, it's pretty interesting. She said it's really weird though, because like Elle is black, and just it's kind of interesting and weird at the same time. I don't know. She said it was okay. These other decks, I got in a Loot Crate. I used to get Loot Crate, and yeah. Some people are gonna be like, oh my god, what? I don't like Princess Bride. I've never really watched the movie. Never expressed particular interest in the movie. But I got this in a Loot Crate, and I was like, oh cool, another deck to add to my collection. So I don't think I've played with these very much. Princess Bride. And it looks like they have other ones that, oh yeah, there's one on here that I've seen that I've wanted, which is like a Alice in Wonderland set. So if my camera can focus, those are other ones that they have. But yeah, here's just kind of how, so it looks like the face cards. Is this a face card? No, it's the Joker. Looks like the face cards are going to be the only thing that has things on it, so you know, yeah. And these are pretty cool. I do like I do like the filigree kind of design with these cards. I do like these cards. I don't know. Again, not one of my go-to things, so just keep them into my collection because I love them. I like them. I guess I should try to watch that. The other one is Fable. And, ooh, let me put this back in here. I dropped a card. Can you go in? Hopefully this isn't too long of a video. I don't know. I don't know. The next one is Fable. And I think I've played with this a couple times. It's an interesting deck. I like it. It has like, I really like the old design in the back. It's Fable 3. I was like, who are these characters? Because I never played. Well, I've never watched. Like, I watched people who played Fable, and some of these characters I don't recognize. But, like, the face cards are the ones that have the characters, and then the number cards are just that. They're just, you know, the suits. And, oh, she's one of the characters I really liked. I don't know where the main character. And then there's the chicken that died in the beginning, which was the saddest thing I ever saw. I was like, how dare they kill the chicken? That was not okay. And if you guys have never played Fable 3, you're like, what? You know, it's okay. I do have a Batman deck in here, which I'll show you after I show you this. You can get these. I don't know if you can get the Coca-Cola ones anymore, but you can get clear decks. They're basically plastic cards. On one side it's Coca-Cola. You can see like my hand through the edges, and they're really foggy and cloudy because they're old. And then on the other side, like you can see, it just has the face card. And you know, the only thing special about these cards, and these are again one of my older decks, excuse me. But I do like these cards. These are plastic cards, so you can get these wet and all that other stuff. So, yeah. And my uncle and aunt used to collect Coca-Cola stuff all the time, so having this deck also kind of reminds me of them. So, sentimental reasons. And then this is a deck set that I got on Amazon. You can get these decks individually, and basically it's a Heroes and Villains Batman deck. So there's that. Move this to the side so I can do this. So I'll show you the villain deck real quick. And these are another one that, like, if you're playing, it can kind of get confusing because it doesn't go by the normal blue and orange. You'll see why I say orange. It doesn't go by the normal blue and red. It kind of like, I think this one's like blue and green. No, it's blue. It's orange and purple. So it, you know, it just has the array of different villains. There's Harley, Riddler, a different type of Harley, Joker. A lot of Joker and Harley in this deck, but also like other super villains. Like I think this is Penguin. Sorry, they're upside down. These cards are mixed up, so a lot of them could be upside down. But I love this deck. Like, see, there's another version of Joker. So they have like the array of different versions of some of these characters. So that's a cool thing about this deck that I like. And then the back is just kind of like purple ha-has, you know, kind of Joker themed. So that's the cool part. The next ones is the Heroes, and it just has a combination of like, you know, the Batman heroes along with I think a couple other heroes. Yeah, see, like Selene Kyle is in this one. Or I think that's Selene Kyle. I don't know if that's a different Catwoman, but you know what I mean. And then, like, they even have old style ones. So they have the different versions in here. Not so old as the other one, but older. But old still. And then this one's theme is, like, blue. I think blue and... Okay, black and yellow. Like, very confused for a hot second. But you can kind of see, like, there's another Catwoman. But she's... And then there's Batgirl. Or Batwoman. Kind of gets confusing, but you know. Is that another Catwoman? Yeah, it's Catwoman. Batman, Robin, Nightwing. So, and it's not Batgirl. It's that magic lady. I can't remember her name. But yeah, that's pretty much my deck collection. I don't know. I love cards, and I hope to be getting some more soon. Actually, I found a set that I really loved on Amazon. So hopefully within the next little while I can get them. If you guys want me to do like a box opening, I guess is a good way to put it. When I get them. If you guys want me to do a video when I get them, let me know. And I'll do so. There. English much? Not at all. But 'tis life. So, yeah. So that's my deck collection. I also, here, I'll show you real quick my, well, these decks I'll leave out because I don't, these are the ones I play with the most. These ones, here. There. I'll kind of show you my tarot deck real quick. This is the one I got today. This is Thursday when I'm filming this, so if you're like confused. Trying not to ruin the box. And I love the art in these, and even John was like, he felt like the art of the card is important to how you're gonna feel about the cards and the energy you put into them. Well, he didn't say that exactly. It's kind of like my improvisation kind of on that. Anyway, I feel like the art is important on, like, how you like the cards is important as well. Not just, oh, here's a random deck that you might not like, you know what I mean? But I really like these cards. They're really nice, really gorgeous. They fit my style. That's the sun card I showed in the other video. This is the Wheel of Fortune. The way they do stuff is really gorgeous. I like that they're black. The edges are black, and just, I don't know. I can go on forever about the art of this. This is the Ten of Cups, yeah. So, and it's colorful without being like too happy crazy colorful. And then this is the Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups, which I can kind of start to see a little similarity to like playing cards, but I know they're different. And oh, okay, that's cool. This is something I didn't notice when I first got these decks. Is it kind of shows you, gives you a little something on how to read, I guess. How to deal your tarot, and kind of not what they mean, but like what each space means. And I got a mat that kind of shows this, so that's really cool that the deck actually comes with this. So I'm pretty sure you can buy the deck separate, so if you just love the cards, I'm pretty sure you can just get the cards. Although this whole thing is like $13, so I mean, to me it's like worth, like, I've already read a little bit of the book, so already to me it's kind of gotten its worth, and I love the cards. So yeah, John was even like, he was liking this, so he told me to, like, or he didn't tell me, he was saying like, if you, how my experience was with these, because he might want to get them, and so far I'm liking them. I don't want to get ahead of myself and start like doing stuff. I want to read first. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed my card collection. If you have any questions, comment below. If you, yeah, English is not a thing anymore, so that's it. Bye.